First up will be Rahith. So Rahith, again, you can say your answer into your mic or you can type it out, whatever you want. First question of the day. Today is anti-bullying topic, all right, in support of Pink Shirt Day. All right, so Rahith, let me see. All right, I see you. So your question is, what are some characteristics of bullying? All right, so is it A, physical violence, B, name calling and gossip, C, social exclusion, mobbing, and stuff like that, or D, all of the above? So you can
All the above.
You got it. All of the above. So Rahith, you got 1 point for today. Nice. All right, second coming up, Michael. All right, so Michael, hopefully you're around and ready. Okay. So a comment from Michael coming up is, how common is bullying? So is it A, 1 in 100 adolescents, B, 1 in 1,000 adolescents, C, 1 in 3 adolescents, or D, 1 in 50 adolescents? So you can just type in A, B, C, or D, or you can say it out loud. Or if you need me to repeat, just type repeat. Your guess is B. B is very close, but incorrect. I have him direct messaging me on Zoom. A good try, Michael. So you still get $5 for participating, okay? And stick around. We'll come back to you in a bit. All right, so next up, Asher. So Asher, it is now your turn. Hopefully you're ready. Okay, so your question for Asher now. How can cyberbullying occur? Is it A, via emails, B, via text messages or other messaging apps, C, via social media, or D, all of the above?
D, all of the above.
You got it. Good job, Asher. So you got your first point, and of course you get $5 for participating. All right, so next up we got Indica. Is Indica still here? Yes. Okay, so Indica, you are up. So your question for Indica now is, what are some effects of bullying? Is it A, physical pain, B, social withdrawal?
Are you still there, Jimmy?
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Did I do that?
Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so again for Indica, what are some effects of bullying? Is it A, physical pain, B, social withdrawal, C, stress and anxiety, or D, all of the above?
I feel like it's D, all of the above.
D, all of the above is correct. You got it. All right, so remember everybody, stick around, all right? We do have enough questions for everybody to go, I believe, at least twice. All right, so next up after Indica, MJKO. All right, so MJKO, hopefully you are ready. Okay. All right, so MJKO, let's see your question. Okay, so your question is, what can you do if you see someone being bullied? So is it A, tell someone of authority, so like a teacher, a coach, or counselor? B, use your voice and say, stop. C, walk away. Or D, answers A and B. So this is for MJKO.
Is MJKO still here?
So
Oh, yeah.
MJKO said D, A, and B. That is correct. Nice.
Yay.
All right, nice. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
Gabriel, nice shades, man.
Nice filter, Gabriel.
For real. Fancy.
Gabriel, let me know if you want to play. I did not see your name in the chat, but I assume you do want to play.
Oops.
So I'll put you on the list. Okay, so next up after MJKO will be Elijah. So Elijah, it is your turn, so get ready. I think Asher is trying to give away a code. All right, so let's see, Elijah. Your question is, how can you prevent cyberbullying? So is it A, refuse to pass along cyberbullying messages, B, block communications with the bully. C, report any cyberbullying to someone of authority. Or D, all of the above.
All of the above.
You got it, Elijah. Your first point of today. All right, so just a quick recap. So we play this game every Wednesday at 7. All right, so if you like this game, join us Wednesdays at 7 p.m. for Win It Wednesday trivia. Okay, so next up after Elijah will be Mayank. Mayank, get ready. Okay, so Mayank, your question is, what is a bystander? So is it A, someone that is tall, B, someone that is smart, C, someone who sees bullying happen and does nothing, or D, someone who comes to Canada to start a new life?
C.
C, you got it. That is correct. A bystander is someone who sees bullying happen and does nothing. Correct. All right. Mayank got her first point, and of course, you get $5 for participating. Next one up is Anjay. All right. So, Anjay, hopefully you are ready. Okay. So, Anjay, your question is, you see someone online being body shamed. What should you do? So, is it A, join in? B, share it with your friends if it's funny? C, report it? Or D, leave a nasty comment?
Report it.
You got it, and J, report it is correct. All right, so if you see body shaming online and you know the person, best to help them out and report it. All right, so next up will be Ibrahim and Miranda.
I was like, don't we each get a question?
All right, we'll go Ibrahim, then Miranda.
Own question. I'm just kidding. We'll share the question. It's for the kids anyway.
Ibrahim, your question is, how is receiving an insult online different than in real life? So is it A, it's cooler? B, there is no difference? C, makes you feel good about yourself? Or D, people often find it easier to insult others online?
All right, what was
What was the
what was the
question?
So the question was, how is receiving...
Everyone's got some cool backgrounds.
Yeah, I know, right? How is receiving an insult online than different in real life? So is it A, it's cooler? B, there's no difference? C, makes you feel good about yourself? Or D, people often find it easier to insult others online?
I will have to go with the last one. It's easier.
Correct. All right, that one is 1 point for Ibrahim.
Yes, I'm in the lead.
Good job,
Take
good
that.
job.
I'm number one.
All right, so now we got Miranda coming up. Okay, so Miranda, your question is, how can bullying affect someone's health? Or sorry, can bullying affect someone's health? Okay, so is it A, no, it can't? B, yes, bullying has permanent behavioral and psychological consequences? C, only their physical well-being? Or D, sometimes, but the effects don't last forever?
B. What was it? What was B again?
B was bullying has permanent behavioral and psychological consequences.
So bullying does have permanent
Yes. that is
long-term
correct.
effects.
Okay, so I see Gabriel is very eager. So Gabriel, it is your turn now. All right, so Gabriel, be ready. Your question now is, kids who bully tend to be what? So do they A, they tend to get in trouble? B, are they good students? C, are they nice people? Or D, they go unnoticed?
Well, it depends on the situation, I guess.
All
Well,
right,
I
we'll
guess
just say in general.
I guess
Sorry, you cut out there, Gabriel.
oh shoot. They go unnoticed by people around them, but not by the person themselves. that got hurt.
Alrighty. So is D going to be an answer?
I think so.
All right, D is it's actually a very good answer, but the answer would be A, they tend to get into trouble. But good job. You still get $5 for participating, and stick around. We will give you another question coming up, okay? So now that everyone has gotten one question, we're going back to the top of the order, starting with Rahith. All right, so is Rahith still around? Yes. Okay, so Rahith, be ready. All right, so Rahith, you can type or you can tell us your answer. Your question for Rahith is, can bullies change and stop bullying? So is it A, no, they'll always be a bully? B, only if they get bullied in return? C, yes, they can change if they're penalized and made to realize and learn from their actions? Or D,
Hey, can I interrupt, Jimmy? Where are you guys finding all these backgrounds?
They're so cool.
You get it on your phone. Like I
on
had
your
this one
phone?
on my phone. That's why.
Oh, okay. I'm like, where are you guys? Everyone has cool backgrounds, but me and Ibrahim have the same one. I didn't know where you guys are getting them.
You
guess-
click the more options, and
More
then
Yeah.
there should be an option in it that says background and filters.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to change it, but it won't let me. It doesn't show as an option. There's filters and backgrounds.
Yeah, I guess we don't have that option on computer.
Maybe because you guys are on your phones. That's awesome. Okay.
Right next to camera, and then arrow up.
All right, so Rahith, remember you can type in your answer. We'll say your question again. So Rahith, can bullies change and stop bullying? A, no, they'll always be a bully. B, only if they get bullied in return. C, yes, if they're penalized and made to realize and learn from their actions. Or D, you don't know.
C.
Sorry, so this one is for Rahith.
Answer C.
C?
Yes.
That is correct. Yes. So bullies can change if they are penalized and made to realize and learn from their actions. Correct. All right. Next one coming up will be Michael. All right. So Michael, be ready. Your question is coming up. Okay. So this one's from Mike. What are some common things students report being bullied about? Okay. So is it A, their physical appearance? B, disabilities? C, intelligence? Or D, all of the above?
D.
You got it, Michael. D, all of the above is correct. Obviously, there's a lot more things people can be bullied about, but those are three general things. All right, correct. All right, good job, Michael. Next up will be Asher. So Asher, it is your turn coming up. Be ready. All right, Asher, your question is, besides telling someone of authority if you're being bullied, what other options do you have? So is it A, watch some Netflix? B, counter bully the bully by spreading fake rumors? C, call kids help phone at 1-800-668-6868? Or D, learn karate under the tutelage of Mr. Miyagi?
Was it C or
C, call kids help phone?
yeah, it was C and wait, what was the first one? Netflix.
The first one was in Netflix. All right, you got it. C is
C.
correct answer. Call
C.
kids help phone is, yeah. I mean, I guess you could watch Netflix as well, but I mean, kids help phone will be the most useful in that situation. All right, good job, Asher. Next up will be Indica coming up.
Okay.
All right, so Indica, be ready.
Let's walk after those like.
All right, so Indica, your question is, who can be a bully? So is it A, boys? B, girls? C, only people older than you? Or D, anybody, doesn't matter their gender, age, or status?
D.
D is correct for Indica. You got it. All right, so yeah, anybody can be a bully, doesn't matter the age or status or gender. All right, good one, Indica. Next one up is MJKO. MJKO, be ready. All right, MJKO, your question is, Who can be a victim of bullying? So is it A, only those younger than you?
No.
B, a person of power or authority? C, anybody, regardless of age, gender, or status? Or D, politicians?
Is this Indica?
MJKO now.
Oh, MJKO.
So who can be a victim of bullying?
Oh, me.
MJKO? Are you typing? Oh, okay.
C, anybody, you got it. That is correct. Good one, MJKO. All right, so next
No problem, Gabriel.
Elijah coming up.
Thank you so much for joining.
All right, thanks for joining, Gabriel.
Next week,
You
no
can
class.
go get me some snacks.
All right, so Elijah, get ready. Your question is coming up.
Bye, Michael Melody. That's okay.
Alrighty. Elijah coming up. What is an example
Have
of
that?
physical bullying?
MJKO, maybe you can put yourself on mute.
Oh,
All right, so this one's for Elijah again. What is an example of physical bullying? So is it A, posterizing them in basketball? B, accidentally committing a foul in a sport?
Like posting
C,
up.
giving you a high five? Or D, punching, shoving, and fighting?
Last one. Punching, shoving, and spiting.
You got it. So that is an example of physical bullying. Correct. Okay, next up will be Mayank. So Mayank, be ready with your Earth-based background, I see. Okay, so Mayank, your question is, what is an example of social bullying? So is it A, exclusion? B, forcing someone to do something like peer pressure? C, being picked last for a team sport? Or D, only A and B?
Can you repeat the options?
So the options were A, exclusion, B, forcing someone to do something, C, being picked last for a team sport, or D, only A and B.
D, A, and B.
D, A, and B is correct. Although being picked for last for team sport might be in the category, it's also can be generally just a chance of luck. All right, that is correct, Mayank. Next up will be NJ. Is NJ still here? Yes. All right, NJ, be ready. Your question is coming up now, buddy.
I'm not making it.
All right, NJ, your question is, what is an example of verbal bullying? So is it A, name calling? B, having fun at the local playground? C, telling a fun knock-knock joke? Or D, wearing a funny t-shirt? A is correct, name calling. You got it, and J. All right, coming up next, we got Ibrahim. So Ibrahim, be ready. All right, Ibrahim, your question is, what is an example of cyberbullying? So is it A, liking a post? B, tagging your friends in memes? C, posting nasty comments and spreading rumors online? Or D, donating to charity?
Well, I mean, all those are plausible. They could all be bullying, like if you're liking a bad comment about somebody. But based on the process of elimination, I will say, what were they again? Not the Nazi one. I'd say the Nazi one, yeah.
are you gonna get
Posting nasty comments and spreading rumors?
Yeah.
That is correct. Yes, you do get $5 for playing trivia right now. Correct.
Are they?
So the other people, everyone gets $5 for participating, but not us, the adults. You don't get
Don't
$5.
feel bad.
We're giving the $5. You can pay us your $5 if you want.
All right, so we got we got 4 more questions left, and then we're gonna do a short recap. All right, so
Jimmy, you can skip me. Give my question to a kid.
all right, so is Gabriel still here? No, he is not. Okay, so Gabriel skipped. We're going back to Rahith then. So Rahith, you are up. Be ready. All right. So Rahith, your question is, how would you stop bullying? Okay, so is it A, report it, tell someone of authority, B, spread kindness, positivity, and friendship, C, advocate for anti-bullying and push for stricter consequences, or D, all of the above? This one's for Rahif.
All of the above.
All of the above, you got it, buddy. Yes. All right, so we got 3 more questions. Next up is Michael. No, he is okay.
Michael had to run.
Next, after that, Asher. All right, Asher, hopefully you're ready. Your question is, why do we wear a pink shirt today? So is it A, because pink is cool, B, to support the singer-songwriter Pink, C, it looks like Pepto-Bismol, or D, symbolize a stand against bullying?
D and A.
D is correct, but A is also correct as well. You got it. All right, so D symbolize a stance against bullying, and yeah, pink just happens to be cool as well. Mayank, I see you're rocking out over there. All right, so next up after Asher will be Indica. So Indica, you have a question, so be ready. All right, Indica, your question is, what is the goal of Pink Shirt Day? So is it A, raise awareness and stand against bullying, B, raise funds to support programs that foster children's self-esteem, C, bring an end to bullying in schools, workplaces, homes, and online, or D, all of the above?
I feel like it's D, all of the above.
You got it. All of the above is correct.
Nica's so mature now. She's like, oh, I'm an adult now.
All right, we got our last question of today. I think this one might be a little bit of a hard one, but next up will be MJKO. All right, so MJKO, you got our last question of today. So your question is, in which city and year did Pink Shirt Day start? Okay, so is it A, Paris, France in 2010, B, Vienna, Austria in 1999, C, Berwick, Nova Scotia, 2007, or D, Washington, D.C. in 1978? This one is for MJKO. C,
Yay!
Nova Scotia, yes. Alrighty, so congratulations everybody for playing. You all get $5 for participating. All right, so be sure to tune in every Wednesday.
Oh, but also, Jimmy, are we going to announce the winners for like your regular show?
Yeah, I'm just telling everyone else how the show works.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so we play this show every Wednesday. All right, so every month we accumulate all the points. All right, so for example, today, like Asher, you got 3 points for getting 3 correct answers. Okay, so if you play like every Wednesday, for example, in February, we count up all your points and then we get first, second, and third place prizes. So we did have a few youth that played all February. So first place is actually, and it's a tie. Okay, we got a third place, which we might have to pass it on. All right, so first and second place, first place is tied between Elijah and Anjay. So you guys will split the first and second place, which will be $40. Okay, so you guys will split that $20 each. So it's even. You guys are both tied for first. And then our remaining $10 for third place is Ibrahim Kamal.
Oh, he's not getting $10.
Yes!
The kids will get $5 more
so
each.
Give them each 5.
Give them each 5. Okay.
Yeah, the winners can get $5, 25 each.
Okay, so first and second place is Elijah and Anjay. Actually, they're tied, so they get 25 each. So congratulations to Elijah and Anjay. Before I go, I'll give us a little background on Pink Shirt Day and how it all started. All right, so Pink Shirt Day, obviously, we know it started in Berwick, Nova Scotia, 2007. All right, so David Shepard and Trevor Price and their teenage friends organized a high school protest to wear pink in sympathy with a grade 9 boy who was being bullied for wearing a pink shirt. They took a stand against bullying when they protested against the harassment of a grade 9 student by distributing pink t-shirts to all the boys in their school. All right, and this is a quote, "I learned that 2 people can come up with an idea, run with it, and it can do wonders, says Mr. Price, who was 17 at the time, who organized a pink protest. Finally, someone stood up for a weaker kid, said Mr. Shepherd, and some others headed off to a discount store and bought 50 pink tank tops. They sent out the message to their schoolmates that night, and the next morning they hauled their shirts to the school in a plastic bag as they stood in the foyer handing out the shirts. And the bullied boy walked in. His face spoke volumes. It looked like a weight was lifted off his shoulders. Mr. Price recalled the bullies were never heard from again. So that is pretty cool. That is how it started.